Hi guys, Dr. Heather Brown here, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. Today is on one of the toughest things that I see in my office: assuming. It's a challenge that we all do. We think we know why someone's done something. We think we know their thoughts. But sadly, most times we don't think the positive. We think really negative. And that starts to make us change the way we interact with the person or the way we view the person. If I assume you're irritated with me, I'm going to interact with you differently. Now, you might not be. You might just be tired. You might have just gotten off the phone with your boss who irritated you. But anytime we assume somebody else's thoughts or feelings about us, in our defensiveness, in our self-protection, we change the way we interact with them. And when we do that, we then approach them emotionally differently, either more protectively or cautiously, either more defensively or defiantly, or we shrug them off. Here they go once again. But when you assume you know what someone is thinking or feeling, you could be wrong. And oftentimes we are. We might be partially right, but we're not specifically right. And we respond out of our thought or feeling. It's a huge problem in relationships. I see couples saying all the time, this is what he's thinking, this is what he's feeling, instead of asking them, how did you feel about that? What do you think about that? What do you want me to do right now? I urge you to speak to your partner or to speak to your family and to ask them to point out when they see you or hear you assuming. And when they do, take a moment and then turn it around and say, thank you for letting me know. Would you share with me your thoughts? Would you share with me your feelings? If what they're thinking is that negative construct that you've already decided, you're going to hear. And then you can respond the same way as you would have otherwise. But if it's not, you're creating a dynamic with them that isn't necessary. This happens frequently in our communications. Whenever you think you know something, whenever you think you understand the other person's feelings, check in first. Respect them enough. Respect your relationship enough to find out, because otherwise what comes forth isn't pure and isn't its best, and it isn't refined. We jump to assumption because it gives us some sense of security or stability in our knowingness. But our knowingness often is off the mark, and that can be problematic. I'd love to hear how you see this in your relationship. Take that moment and just say, I want to be sure I'm right. Would you share with me what you think? Would you share with me what you feel? Would you share with me where you are right now? Because I don't ever want to assume. I really want to know as best as I can. Blessings.